भगवान श्री योगी रामसूरतकुमार की जय। योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, जय गुरु राया।
योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, जय गुरु राया।
योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, जय गुरु राया।
योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, जय गुरु राया।
राम 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 राम, नाम राम राम राम, राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम,
राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम,
राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम राम राम,
राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम राम राम।
योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, जय गुरु राया।
योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, जय गुरु राया।
योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, जय गुरु राया।
योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, जय गुरु राया।
राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, Rama 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 Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama Bhagwan Shri Yogi Ramsuratkumar ki Jai. Sarvam Yogi Ramsuratkumar Arpanamastu. It's our extreme fortune that we have all been blessed, especially by Bhagwan, to be able to come across Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Bhagwan, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, and we are able to that we have been given this name, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, to sing and to experience. Yes, we have to experience the name. It's not so easy to come across a divinity like Yogi Ramsuratkumar in one's own life. Bhagwan once said, only once in 500 years, a being like this comes into this world, pointing to himself. He said, someone like this comes into this world. And then he said, you've all been fortunate. Now who gave this fortune? It is His boundless grace and compassion that has made it all possible for us. And in extreme gratitude, we have offered His Nama lotuses at His feet. We shall now offer our today's prayer. In Kali Yuga, just imagine when we are surrounded by such ignorance, violence, disharmony, all the time. There is absolutely no hope to come out of all this except for chanting the name. It is the easiest if you want to have contact with God, instant contact with God. It's the only way. Bhagwan says the minute you call out the name of the deity, the divine presence is instantly there. Can you even imagine such a thing? So, let's be very, very grateful for His name, for His divine association with us. And we shall now offer our prayer. Bhagwan, by your boundless compassion and grace, we seek your immediate divine intervention to bring forth to this world a dharmic normalcy in all aspects of life. Yes, only that is normal. Everything else is abnormal or subnormal. We beg you to bring in peace, harmony, mutual help and understanding, creative efforts without any jealousy or competition, and above all, the control of nature's fury, nature's violence. We beg you to uproot all the negativities of the human mind which are responsible for today's world. We also beg you to reach out to all those people who have been suffering so much, not even knowing why they are suffering, and without any help or protection. We beg you again and again to do the needful for them to come out of it. We also beg you to help and protect all those unselfish people who have been serving the Guru or God, or the devotees in the spirit of surrender. We also beg you to promote the economy. And Bhagwan, we seek your blessings again and again for unbroken chanting of your name, ceaseless remembrance of your leelas, knowing that every leela that we remember brings you alive, vibrantly alive, and keeps the Maya away. You have said no single Nama goes waste, and every Nama serves the purpose. The purpose of what? The prayer that we make before you, and our priorities. We also beg you to bless us to be fine and sattvic instruments in your hands. And please bless us to run our everyday life as an offering to you. It is what you have given us, this very body and this very life. There was a question from Singapore. They asked, you say that God is doing everything. Then what is the role of a human being? What are we supposed to do? A very relevant question. God is doing everything, but we do not know it. It is in Him as the supreme consciousness within us that our very breath is rooted. Both the in-breath and the out-breath are rooted in Him. This all-powerful, all-knowing, all-pervasive, supreme intelligent consciousness, what we call Parabrahman. And it is because the Antaryami is there that we are able to breathe at all. And it's because we are able to breathe at all, every part of our body is working. Our eyes are able to see, ears are able to hear, the mouth is able to speak, and we are able to move about freely. And the brain is able to work so that you plan and plan and plan all your life. Now this planning of the brain, who activates it? So fundamentally, it is He who is running the show of our life, who is running the very body. Every detail is being worked out by Him, executed by Him. It is very true, but unfortunately, He has been playing this game. What game? He has put a little Maya in us. Though it's no little Maya, it is very powerful. Sometimes it seems more powerful than God. And this Maya makes us believe that it is we who are doing everything. This little Maya makes us identify ourselves not with the Antaryami within, but with the body and all that is related to the body. Parents giving birth to us, and then our brothers, sisters, and all these people we come into contact with. They are related to this body because they also identify us with our body, and we in turn identify them with their body. So the whole thing is on the foundation of identification with the body. This is what we call the fundamental Maya, the original Maya. Now, all those great people who have experienced the presence of Antaryami, who have experienced that supreme, powerful, intelligent consciousness, they know that this Maya, this identification with the body is a myth, that it has no true existence. It's like we have a room, and the room is very dark, and there are many things in the room. We are not able to see because it's dark. And then suddenly the sun comes up, the sunlight comes through the window, and then the whole room lights up. And then we are able to see the things that are in the room. If we have no idea that this light is originally coming from the sun, we would think that the window is giving out the light. And we would say it's a window light, it's a window light that's lighting up the room. We identify the very light with the window because we don't come out to see that the sun is shining up there, lighting up the whole cosmos. If we live in the house all the time, not coming out, we would think it's a window light. Likewise, we think that we are thinking, we are talking, and we are doing everything. We do not even know what a thought is. If you only stop for a second to think what this thought is, how is it formed? What a wonder. Like I used to say in the Satsang, everything about this creation is wonderful. Everything has such structure, sophistication, and the style of functioning. They all reflect, the whole cosmos, the whole creation reflects the supreme intelligence of the Supreme Being, the Supreme Creator. So it is in truth He who is playing up by putting the breath and activating the breath. He is activating our body into doing things. He is the real doer. So what is the role of the human being? People who have experienced the truth tell us that your identification with the body is Maya, and therefore know that you are only an instrument in the hands of the Divine. The Divine inside you is using your body, your brain, and it plays your role in this world. So it's a role play of the Divine. The Divine is doing this role play of all that is contained in the entire cosmos. Right from the ant, one-celled animal, up to the devas, rishis, and the mummurtis, the trinities. It is that which is playing all these roles in a tremendous, eternal drama. Bhagwan always said, God is eternal, His creation is also eternal. As long as God is there, there will be creation as well. This is His declaration. So here, we have to understand that the role of human being is to know, because people have experienced it, or saying that your identification with the body, this limited consciousness, because the supreme consciousness filters through the Maya, the ego inside you, and therefore your consciousness, individual consciousness, becomes limited. So much so that you do not know what's going to happen 5 minutes from now, and you do not know what is happening behind you. That limited we are. So we have to, like, if you want to go to America for the first time, then you take guidance from somebody who has been there, has been going up and down. You get into a bus or a taxi, trusting the driver that he would take you to the destination. So why don't you trust all these great Mahatmas who say that it is he who is playing your role and you are only an instrument? The current passes through the ceiling fan, and the ceiling fan begins to function. It gives out air. The same current passes through the bulb and giving rise to the light. So the bulb and the fan, they are only instruments, and it is the current that is functioning, that makes them function to give light or air. So in that sense, it is he who is the doer, the real doer, and your role is to give up this identification with the body, to recognize that you are only an instrument in his hands. And what does it mean in the practical terms? All the thoughts that you get, all the words that you speak, all through the day, and all the actions that you do, you are made to do, you are made to think, you are made to talk, and you are made to do. It is he from inside activating you into thinking, talking, and doing. So recognize this fact that you are a mere instrument in his hands. It is he who puts the thoughts in you. It is he who puts words on your tongue. And it is he who constantly does the work through you. So this recognition of this fact, because a great Mahatma has said so, because he has experienced the truth of it. So let us remember that we are only instruments in all of us, without any exception. We are only instruments as it is in the hands of God. So let us now pray that we should be sattvic instruments in his hands. We could be easily a Duryodhana, or we could be a Dharmaputra, or we could be Arjuna. We have the choice to pray, at least we believe so. We have the choice to pray, and therefore let's pray that we be sattvic instruments in his hands. Bhagwan, please bless us not to be caught by the snares of Maya. We also seek that ultimate state of being, that ultimate state of bliss, for which we need to be purified. We take refuge in your Nama chanting, ceaseless Nama chanting, and doing your seva with the joy of doing, and that for your sake, without jealousy or competition with other people. And we also take refuge in the practice of acceptance, because you alone exist, and it is you who play everybody's role. So whatever you bring to us, whatever life brings to us, is what you send through life. It's got to be a blessing, because it's coming from God, and God is our well-wisher. So practice of acceptance of whatever life brings to us as a definite blessing from God. Then we will be able to experience the vibrant living presence of God everywhere in everything. And we would also be able to see His will, His grand plan behind the run of the whole cosmos. Bhagwan, we also seek your blessing to be able to detect that hidden grace even in the worst, ruinous, disastrous experience of life. When we go through the adversities of life, we begin to think that we are being exploited by people, and it is no justice that we go through the suffering at all. But there is what we call divine justice, and nobody can escape that. And it is precise and relentless. And by divine justice, whatever we gave to somebody has to come back to us. If we have given a torture to someone, then sometime or the other in the next birth, we have to go through the same torture. If we have given only love and happiness to others by our unselfishness, by our sense of sacrifice, then that's what you get. There will be people ready to sacrifice their lives just for you. They do not even know why they are so attached to you. So it is all our own making. And knowing that, let us not move away from God. The times of adversities, and God, our Bhagwan Yogi Ramsuratkumar, is all compassion and generosity. He puts a blessing in all the sufferings so that He would pull us back towards Himself again and convert our adversities into blessings. Bhagwan, we beg you to bless us, to be grateful to you even for the sufferings of life. We also beg you to bless all the species of the cosmos, in whatever state of being they are, to be lifted to a higher plane. And finally, we seek that liberation from this vicious cycle of births and deaths. Because all the time we desire something or the other in the world. And this desire keeps up the continuity of our births and deaths. To be free from that is to be free from the ego, the identification of the body, that I am doing it. I am harming somebody. I am torturing somebody, then I will be tortured in return. I am sacrificing myself for the sake of this cause, for the sake of someone. Then there will be people ready to sacrifice themselves for us at some time or the other, and mostly in the next birth. So to be free, to be liberated from the vicious cycle of births and deaths means to be free from this identification with the body, from this ego self, from the I and mind that rule all our life. Bhagwan, we beg you to bless us with that immortal life, that eternal living and eternal servitude to you, that eternal, supreme, intelligent, conscious power. Jai Yogi Ramsuratkumar.